signed by John Riggins and Clint Didier. And I just put that on my front yard. They put it back on my driveway. God made me put it right back out in the front yard. And then I'm riding my bicycle around because I'm almost out of fuel and everything. And I'm riding through Pflugerville. And as I'm coming home, there's a black man walking down the street and it has this big old shirt on that says, "Ball is live." Okay. Nothing I can do about it. Because that football is supposed to be worth like $600. I tried to sell it, but nobody buy it. But then God said, put it outside, so I put it outside. And then they put it up by my door, so God said, put it back out here on the street. So I put it out by the street again. Because when I was trying to move April out of the house, when she divorced me, I started putting stuff out there so that for the U-Haul truck, because Jolene was going to get a U-Haul truck, and people started pulling up trying to steal our stuff on our driveway. They were going to just start stealing our stuff when I went in the house. And I had to sit out there. She goes, "Are you guarding that stuff?" I said, "This is our stuff. We're moving." And that black guy came out, "Ball is live." Can't miss that football because it says John Riggins, Super Bowl MVP. And so that's what Super Bowl was. And it had Clint Didier's signature on it too. Can't miss that football anywhere in the world. Now Paul Majors has one just like it. He gave me one. And mine was a little case. I had a little $50 case, nice case. I gave a case away with one. One thing I'll never forget though is we was in class with Mr. George, and Bill George recorded it. He had an actual tape. They tried to give it to the sheriff. I think it was Derek or something. He tried to give it to a police officer or a sheriff or something. And the police officer said, "I can't take that. Kids say stuff all the time. It's just hearsay. Can't prove it." Shannon McCown flat out said, right in front of Shauna Baldwin, right in front of Shauna, Kelly Moore, I think was there. Somebody there, I think Moore, Shannon McCown said, "Everybody knows my dad's the one who cut the fingers and toes off that man out in Mansville." Everybody knows.
They cut their hands and feet off. Not just their toes, and still have prints on their heels.
Yeah.
Well,
Shannon McCown admitted that his dad's the one who did it. Everybody knows my dad's the one who
told me.
Cut those fingers and toes off out there.
No, he said they found the body. He didn't have a head. He didn't have hands.
I'm talking about what Shannon McCown said.
Okay, I know what Shannon told me.
Shannon who?
Shannon Saxon.
Okay. Shannon McCown told us in classroom that his dad was the one who cut the fingers and toes off of that person. That's all I know. And he laughed about it like it's funny.
That's because he's cruel.
So, see, they can pull somebody over, but they will not do anything to help me. They will pull somebody over for speeding. But with me, they'll just pull me over, pretend they don't know anything what I'm talking about, give me a ticket, or they'll put me in jail instead of investigating. Because every time I turn around and talk to somebody, they either say, "Have you ever been tested for mental illness?" And then they arrest me and put me in mental health. Or they arrest me, or I'll have an attorney say, "Nobody's going to investigate until." When a crime's been committed, law enforcement knows that they're supposed to do something. They're not supposed to just go get another speeding ticket on somebody.
You admitted to doing it, so don't.
I did. I had to. They came to steal my evidence. There were cars parked all over your road.
They were just watching for a dumb white car.
My car.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was up there in Hawk.
What?
He was up there
in jail because they arrested me. Because they were parked all over your road. I don't know who those people are. And the last time I went to Lone Grove and said people are following me, they said there's nothing we can do. And I showed them video evidence. And the big old fat Lone Grove cop and the lady cop, she was there and he said there's nothing we can do. He's probably a private investigator. There's nothing. He knew it was a private investigator because Intel Corporation is working with the Lone Grove Northern PD.
No, Brad. I don't know nothing. Just quit. I just know what I saw. It was in damn cars. And then you leaving and they left after you. Last I knew until you had to get out of jail. Well, it cost me $500.
Yeah, they want to steal my evidence because I showed you 3 videos of Intel Corporation's cop following me.
I didn't see no video.
I showed you 3 videos on my cell phone.
On the cell phone, Brett, that's it.
Yeah, I showed you 3 videos of the Intel Corporation cop following me.
Okay, stop. I don't want to hear all this all the way up there and all the way back.
Quit denying you saw it. You saw it. You're on
eyes. Will you stop?
Good. And they got rid of that because you took your car somewhere and then somebody changed it.
Nowhere.
Yeah, you did. You took it to Walmart to get your stuff done, and all of a sudden you come back and then it didn't work like that anymore.
My car was locked, Brett.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it matters.
They have a dongle that presses
Ain't
buttons, go
nobody-
beep, beep, beep. That
ain't
means they can get in your
nobody-
car anytime they
it'll
want.
It'll do that around any metal, because I found out that the other day when I was out there at that old deal.
It'll do anything around any metal.
All them old light horse people with their old badges on.
It'll do that around any metal.
It beeped every time I passed one of them.
Past what, a cop?
Them old light horse people.
Oh, yeah.
It's when you get close to something like that. That's what I'm telling you.
Let's see.
No, is there something wrong with it?
There is something wrong with it. Someone's
Yeah.
got a button pushing a button.
Yeah. But
See, what was really sad is when they let me out of that jail cell. It was like November, or whatever. I think it was like 16th or something like that. It was a day early. It was one day earlier than 3 months. When they let me out there, first there was buzzards flying over the sky. Sulfur. That's one of the first things I noticed. That was actually the first thing I noticed. The first thing I really noticed was it was really cold, and I didn't have a coat. And I was walking down the streets with sulfur with no coat because they just let you out. And you walk down, and I had to walk all the way to Walmart. So as I'm walking, and when I get to Walmart, I go inside. And when I come out, there's a sheriff sitting outside waiting, trying to arrest me. He's hoping I'd do something inside. So the Sulphur Sheriff was right out there waiting for me. That's the third thing I know. And then you showed up, and I got in your car and drove back to your house. And then a Davis policeman got behind us, and he had this look on his face like he just got caught. And he was following me, just turning his head. He was upset because as soon as we go to Davis, there's a whole bunch of Davis cops all over the place. And then one of them got out and he was following me right behind me, and I was watching him. In his face, he had this look on his face like, we just got caught. We're in trouble. But that was over a year ago. And I'm still going through this. Now right here is where that Jeep was, a red Jeep, and it said back roader on his license plate. I didn't realize who he was. And what they did was they made the train come here and stop, and I had to sit here for a few minutes. And that's when I realized, or what he said. And God said, okay, Brett, it's time to go. It's time to go. They're getting ready to arrest you. And that's when I realized he said, first they thought I was going to go down here to use the restroom because they knew I needed to use the restroom. And a guy came out from over there. There's a back roader right here, another car. He told me if I didn't leave right then and there, he was going to arrest me anyway, even if I didn't pee over there in the things. So God made me turn around and drive away. And his license plate was back roader. That's what he said. He was going to arrest me anyway. Back road.
that's all we've been on, damn back road.
Oh, that's
Don't
what his
care about
license
it.
plate said, back roader. He said he was a cop. He was going to arrest me, and he had me arrested right there anyway, and they had the train to block the path on purpose right as I got there. Because they use the train to do stuff to me on purpose all the time. I've got them doing it at least 3 times, more than 3 times, 4 times. The train, 4 times. At least 4 times. They've done it more than that because they did it in Dallas too. They used the train in Dallas too. The people at the Greyhound in Oklahoma City, he was threatening me, and all I was trying to do was find out the price of the ticket because I didn't want to sit there and wait. I just wanted to know if I could afford the ticket. He said, you keep your mouth shut or you ain't riding no bus. You ain't getting out of here. I'll kick you out of here. You can't go anywhere. So, okay. So I sat there and I had to wait for another 2 hours for him to reopen the state when all he had to do was tell me the price of it. And what he did was he made it sound like all the tickets were not affordable. He said the ticket, the cheapest ticket was $60 and it took me to Amarillo. I said, well, you go somewhere else. Well, and the crazy thing is, when I came back from Newton, Kansas to Oklahoma City, that was only like a $30 ticket for a bus. So he flat out lied, so I couldn't get a bus. And then I got arrested the next day in Yukon. He lied, so I couldn't get out of Oklahoma to tell people what Texas law enforcement did to me. He didn't want anybody to know.